Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Elevate Exchange session on sustainability. Sustainability, it's a really challenging concept. It's a word that's bandied around a lot, but the more you think about it, the more challenging it really is. It means that everything you do generates no waste, or everything can be reused, or that no harm comes to the environment. And every week I'm reminded of this when I put my bins out. I see how far we've come when I look how much is in my recycling bins. But perhaps more alarming, I also see how far we've got to go when I look at my waste for landfill bin, which is still large and is full of some tricky challenges. The easy stuff is getting done, the hard stuff is still to do. So, what does sustainability mean for Electricity North West? Well, for us, it covers the broad spectrum, waste as I've just talked about, but we're an electricity infrastructure business, and therefore I'm really going to focus on the low carbon transition and the elimination of greenhouse gases. So, ENW, Electricity North West, what do we provide? Well, we provide efficiently the provision of reliable electrical infrastructure at a competitive price. That hasn't changed with everything that's going on at the moment, and it will not change. But the challenges that we face in doing it are changing dramatically. The low carbon transition has really turned our world on its head, and the landscape we work in has been transformed. There are really two fundamental things that have changed. The first is we're moving from a centralised system powered by fossil fuels that produces the electricity. And that's shifting to a net zero renewable system that's decentralised. So our job is to use the existing infrastructure and completely manage it in a different way to meet customer needs. The second change is related to it, but just adds to the challenges that we face. And that is there are many other applications which use fossil fuels and high carbon applications, such as transport and heat, that are now converting to electricity. And therefore the demand for electricity is starting to grow. And our challenge is not only to accommodate the changes to the way electricity is distributed, but also to basically cope with a doubling of demand in the next 15 to 20 years. But there's more to it than that. What else has changed? Our customers come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are in a real hurry, and some of them are very unsure. So there are three areas where we've really focused on driving sustainability to help. The first is helping others on their way, providing connections, service alterations, additional capacity, working with customers to meet their needs, particularly those that know what they want to do. We've put in major substations in the South Manchester Enterprise Zone. We're building a new substation in Samlesbury in Lancashire for the Enterprise Zone there. And there's lots of other projects where we're enabling more capacity that's underway. The second area we're finding is many customers are a bit unsure about their journey. They need advice, they need data, they need information. And our job is to help them in that decision-making process and help them on their low-carbon journey. We do this with a lot of information on our website, sharing best practice, what simple things they can do today. But we also work with them and share some of the exemplars that we're working on. At the moment, we're converting 2 of our depots to be 100% low carbon, and we're going to share the technology that's been applied and how successful or otherwise it has been. That work is ongoing, and we'll publish it later this year. And finally, whilst our job is primarily facilitating others to help them on their low carbon journey, we need to put our own house in order as well. So we've committed to being net zero by 2038, consistent with the combined authority in Manchester. We've already reduced our carbon emissions by over 25% in the last 10 years. We've done it by improving our building efficiency. We've done it by low energy lighting. We've done it by introducing EVs to the business and encouraging our employees to buy EVs and putting charge points into our depots, and by embarking on the journey of carbon literacy, of which we're now a proud holder of bronze, and we're working towards the silver standard. So there's an awful lot going on in our business, and sustainability is at the heart of it. So the question you might ask is, what have we learned from this? Well, I think the first thing we've learned is the need for change is urgent and is getting more urgent. And we've also learnt that you make faster progress by sharing and collaborating with others. And in a nutshell, that's why we're here today. Thanks.